For those of you on the West Coast, this is a special early morning live feed. When you've got a guy like we've got a guest today, and he goes, hey, I got this time available, you freaking grab that time. But still, we're going to do this like we always do. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, TCT, BNL, that's me. That's me right here. And for those of you watching over and across the tabletop, you know, we just go to multiple platforms. Is proud to bring to you our soon-to-be world-famous, wait for it, No Lag Zone. And today, for the very first time in a long time, we've got a very successful business owner. He is a veteran. He is no stranger to this channel. The one, the only, the man, Johnny Slicks.
What is up?
Dude, I tell you, got to bring you in right?
Dude, I'm so stoked to be here.
Now, like I said, like we were talking in the green room, been a little bit, but
yep.
When I hear from the boss, you've got this time available, just give me. I don't care if it's like breakfast with Johnny, I'm good. You know?
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. You know how we usually do this. I know who you are, but give me that elevator pitch about you and everything.
Yeah, so my name is John Rusheye. I'm the founder of Johnny Slicks Inc. We make cosmetic grooming products. So take beard oils, pomade, body washes, shampoo, conditioner. But the one thing we do different is we use only organic ingredients. We also source everything strictly here in the US, containers, every ingredient, as well as all of our help. So we have 15 team members now in this Johnny Slicks family. Started this business about 6 years ago out of a problem. My hair was thinning. My skin looked terrible. It was dry. It was gross. I needed a solution. Unfortunately, there just wasn't one in the market at the time. And I just decided to figure it out myself. So I just got a whole bunch of ingredients that I liked that were healthy, organic, and purpose-driven. Got them in a big pot, failed a million times, but finally stuck it on a couple formulas, met Nick, took off from there, and now we're just booming. So if you don't know Johnny Slicks, please go visit us. Shoot me a DM. I'd love to connect with any of you guys, and let's get you some healthy grooming products.
Now, before we get too much further, we're going to do the early morning roll call for all you guys who are here. I love you dearly. For those of you who are going to watch later, make sure you do the hashtag replay squad. You guys are the backbone of the channel. You know that. Travis, what's going on, big dog?
Oh, yeah.
Chef, how we doing, brother?
What's up, guys?
Big Stu, how you doing, man? All righty, Johnny. So before we rip it off and get into things, like I told you in the green room, got a special message for you.
Yes, yeah. Let's hear
it. And this one is kind of comical.
Okay.
Because it started on the heels of when you announced you were cutting products.
Oh, no.
It devastated this person big time.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
But bear with me. It ends happily, okay?
Okay. I'm here.
So when I let the cuteness factor, and those of you guys who know, that's my youngest daughter. She has this great connection with Johnny. They have this cool friendship, and she just loves Johnny Slicks products. When you announced the cut, her first question was, is he going out of business?
Oh, no.
Seriously, that was her first question. I went, no, baby, he's fine.
Oh, I love her so much.
He's just going to make some changes.
Yeah.
So when I asked her this morning, I was like, I got Johnny coming on today, right? And she gave me this look. I was like, you're not faking sick. I know you're okay. You're going to school.
And
I was like, is there anything you want to ask Johnny? And she goes, well, you already answered the first question, but you just tell him I'm happy he's still in business and I love his products.
Oh, she's amazing. I love her so much.
Dude, the Vanilla Slicks she's saving for a special occasion.
Yeah.
She really, truly is. But like promised her, that would be first.
Okay.
So I can show her when she comes home from school. Daddy kept his word.
Tell her I love her so much. She means so much to me. And I got a special gift coming for her.
Sweet. Okay, now let's just tear that off. I was getting ready. I was like salivating going, I got Johnny coming up on a show. He's cutting products. I'm going to kill him. And then you fell on your sword and went, this is why we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, for you guys who are unfamiliar with Johnny, one of the biggest things I love about this company, and it's hooked me from day one, is his honesty. He is always willing to get out in front of anything and go, this is why. How'd that feel to have to sit there and make those decisions and go, I know like 50% of my customer base is going to be coming for me. Like, I don't know, a guy who wrote 1,000 Ways to Die, in his Navy SEAL book, just saying.
Yeah. It was difficult. It honestly was. But a lot of people, really nobody but me, understands the seat that I'm in and the positions that I have to make the decisions, right? So it's my job to explain my why, and especially if it affects people and all the slicksters. I love everybody so much. And I knew there were going to be people upset, and I'm like, I feel for you. Trust me, I made them. I invented them. Do you know what I mean? But from the guy in my seat, I'm looking at a lot of stress points in business. And this is something, bro, I'm turning 30 in December. Like, I'm learning this shit every day. Do you know what I mean? Pardon my language. Yeah. I'm still learning this stuff.
You're good.
And I'm making decisions based off of what I know. And in business, this is all new to me, especially this level of business. I started this thing in my kitchen, man. You know, I was making like 2 or 3 pomades at a time. And that was like, I had a good day. Do you know what I mean? Like, we were selling blood. I was going at like, I couldn't buy dinner for my wife. So we had to eat at Chuck E. Cheese where she worked overtime. So like, I didn't understand going into business, these sort of things. And at first, as entrepreneurs and people of visions, you essentially are just taking a bunch of shit, just throwing it against the wall and seeing what sticks. And I'm not saying by any means that the products are just willy-nilly, but at the time I had a billion visions of different products, different fragrances. We've talked together. We've spoken, dude.
Yep.
Remember Mrs. Slicks? You remember all of these products that we tried, we did these things, and it just didn't stick. We only have a certain amount of energy throughout our day. And when I'm sitting back and I'm seeing every single team member here at Johnny Slicks, like, breaking their back and working so incredibly hard, and it seems like we're hitting a ceiling. And then when I find out that ceiling is how many SKUs we have. We have 100, I think we had 155 in total, 155. And from my position where I keep I order all of the supplies for manufacturing, I have 155, over 500,000 SKUs a year broken down into 155 SKUs, labels, containers, lids, liners, ingredients, machines, time, and all of this stuff is calculated. When I looked at that and I'm seeing how much energy all of these team members are putting into it, and I'm like, maybe it's because I'm overwhelming everybody, overstimulating everybody with this massive palette of colors that they can choose from. What if we could focus all of our energy, instead of on 155 SKUs, a big funnel, what if we can narrow it down to the top 20% of products that are making us the most revenue back, that has the most purchases? And when we narrowed it down, it came out to 43 or 46 SKUs, 46 SKUs in total that were making the highest return for all of these people. As soon as and it was a lot of work on everybody's behalf to do all of this, but as soon as we started eliminating these products that were making 0.2% of sales compared to 7% of sales, somebody has to literally, we're still like, we're small handcrafts. There's 15 of us in here cooking stuff. So like, when Sarah comes in for the day and, okay, Sarah, what are you cooking today? Instead of 8 really small batches for 8 different products, she can make 8 big batches for 1 product and make way more of it, because we can use tools to make that. Instead of doing dishes half the day, changing the fragrances and doing all of this stuff, we can now focus our energy and hone it in on the big heavy hitters. So literally, as soon as we started initiating this and we turned that switch, bro, we have had record days like constantly. Like, I'm now surprised if there aren't record days. Like, every 3 days, Tom's hitting me up and he's like, hey, today was another record day. Hey, today was another record day. Another record batch was just made. You know what I mean? So like, sales are going well. Everybody's adjusting to things. We're doing a lot of leeway when it comes to, hey, we're getting rid of Armagon and spring in the spring. So March will be the last batch. So I'm trying to give enough leeway, because I do truly understand both sides. I really do. And I need people to understand that, trust me, it hurts me to see all these things go away. But at the same time, dude, I'm literally watching American lives flourish, and like, people are happier, bro. I'm seeing like the mood of the company is just like, it's unbelievable. It's like screaming, like, people love to be here and craft these products. You know what I mean? So yeah. I understand it, and I'm trying to give that pull between, but it's all important. It's all important. I gotta be honest to you guys and tell you the why, because I
get that. I get that. And it's funny how you mentioned a couple things, because you mentioned Mrs. Slicks. I still have 2 jars of the body butter sitting like over on shelf
Yeah.
because the cuteness factor loves it and won't let anybody touch it. She's the only one who can use it. And I remember when you were talking about record days, I also remember, because it's weird to say this with your company, since you partnered with Nick, I've been there since day one as a customer and a reviewer. I remember when you were like, it's a great day. We had 20 orders going out the door.
Yeah.
I remember you putting a picture up of a big full mailbag going, oh my God, we were overwhelmed. Wow, but we did it. And then I'm seeing the back of a truck filled with product. And I'm like, dude, he's rocking it.
Yeah, man. And it's wild because it's like every time we hit the ceiling, we kind of take a step back as like executives and honestly, like every team member does it. We strive to grow because we do it in our personal lives too. We hit ceilings. You can't get past this part of your relationship. It seems like something stick. Most of the time it's internal and it's the thing you're not really looking at. That's why you're hitting a ceiling, because if you were looking at it, you wouldn't be hitting it. So it's really good to step back and be able to like understand what's hitting the ceiling, you know what I mean, in order to keep going. And us as like me, Nick, Ali, Rebecca, all of us together, and literally everybody at the company is so good at being able to step out away from the canvas, you know, zoom out a little bit and see, oh, maybe that's causing the problem on why we're stopping growing or we're having this frustration point, and to be able to keep pivoting, keep adjusting and keep growing in that manner. Do you know what I mean? Like finding the cracks and finding it. So we're just constantly hitting records and then hitting a ceiling and then being like, all right, cool. Where are we going to go? And then we figure it out and then hit another record. Because you hit that and then you just keep striving for more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it was funny because I think you basically broke it down like this in one of your Instagram lives. Why stack pennies when I can stack paper?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And at that point, I went, you know what? I can live without cinnamon rolls. I want him to keep moving forward and seeing what he's going to do next.
Dude, you know, at this point, I don't even know what the capability limitation is, because it seems like the more we grow, the more I like invest in the people at the company, the more everything is just flourishing. And I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm just like overseer. And it's amazing. It's amazing to watch everybody grow and do so well and be so happy and passionate while doing it too, you know?
That was also a question I had for you today, because I had to go back and look at our other lives. And I've never asked you this. Are you at that point now where you can just step back and enjoy yourself for a day and know your team's got everything under control?
100%.
I also will say this for anybody watching, go follow Johnny Slicks on Instagram. All right. He does this all the time where he just walks through the shop and you see people working, but they're happy. He does events for his team all the time. Now, granted, last year for Slick Day, the safest place to be if you wanted to get hit was behind Nick. Just saying, Nick, if you're watching this, I know you have my address. Don't come Dynamic Entry. Don't. But you just said 100%. You've gotten to that point. So that's kind of cool because you have little turnover. When you do, they're always going on to bigger and better. Yep. And you seem to replace the same caliber of person, but with a better quality, if that makes sense. Not saying your older employees were bad, but it's...
No. I get it. It's the culture of the company. Yeah. We have very strong core values. A lot of us, really everybody at the company, one of our core values is addicted to growth. And it's different type of people. And I don't like labeling people. I don't like identifying people, but there are people that by no means is anybody right and anybody wrong. Everybody's doing them 100%. But there are people who strive for growth. And there are people who are like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to chill. Do you know what I mean? There's different people. We are like a jet plane taking off. We need fuel. And people who strive and are addicted to growth fit in our culture because there's a certain type of people, a certain way you carry yourself. And at the company, the more of those people you get together, the more it seems to create like rocket fuel. Do you know what I mean? Like things can really take off. And I always use this metaphor. I love metaphors. I'm a visionary. So all I see is pictures and visions. But I picture myself on a rowboat in the ocean. I'm sure you've heard this in the ocean. And our job in life is to just find a star and just say, that's my goal, to head in that direction. I don't know what's over there, but my goal is to lose 30 pounds. My goal is to start a business. My goal is to leave my job. You know what I mean? You pick a star, you row. And on your path, as you're going along your way, you find other people rowing in that similar direction. They might also be trying to lose 30 pounds on their own path. So why can't you guys just kind of link your boats together? Do you know what I mean? So it's important to surround yourself with people who are rowing in the same direction. So in our culture, we've kind of strived for that growth, honesty, transparency, clear communication, resourcefulness, adaptability. We have these certain core values and we bring those people on. And when they do leave, they leave and we help them. There's a way, because you're moving. The whole point of this is to find your purpose, and you're just helping us along the way. It doesn't mean we got to sink your boat on the way out. Like, we can give you a push and help you along your way, because we're all on our own path. And everybody at the company understands that. So it's important to bring those people on and nurture and allow them to pursue passions, and then, give them a good off. And then every single time we do that, we get return. You're supposed to give. You're supposed to, serve your community. Yeah.
The metaphor I love to use with my kids, like ducks flying in a formation or birds flying in a formation. Why do they do that? It makes everybody's job easier.
Yeah.
It's like the lead duck starts, have to flap the hardest because he's at the front.
Yeah.
The guys in the middle can kind of coast, but you're all going the same direction. You're all helping. And when one gets tired and has to move aside, somebody steps up and helps that keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Now, there's another reason why I asked this question for all you guys watching. This is one company where you can honestly say he's put his blood, sweat, and tears into the company.
Yeah, true.
Also started in a closet.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people really don't know that I was doing all the orders and stuff like that. It's like, a lot of people don't know that. You remember, I used to handwrite all my thank you notes. Yeah. A lot of people don't know I started in a closet with a little tiny wax melter. Yeah.
It's really funny because that closet is in that building he's in now for his headquarters.
Yeah.
And he owns the building.
Yeah.
He started working there in a closet.
Yeah. We got the unit next to it too.
Yeah. Because you're going to be expanded so much.
Yeah.
And it's great to see it, because it's like when you believe in a company like I have with yours from the beginning, and it's really funny. It started with one purchase.
Yeah.
And it was one comment after that purchase that made me go, wow, there's something here.
Yeah.
I saw your ad and I went, hey, I just ordered Rugged. And Nick went, if you don't, edited like it, I'll buy it from you.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh? An owner of a company is willing to buy back something he just sold me.
Yeah.
Okay. There's something there. And it's watching the growth and watching everything. And especially, I got to say it, how Slick Days gotten better. And I had a great laugh last year watching Nick fail. Once again, I know you have my address.
Oh, man. I'm so stoked for those. I love our commercials. I love our team.
Yeah, but everything from like the Beast,
Mm-hmm.
The Dirty Pirate Hooker from way back when Morgan first came out.
Yeah.
Everything you guys have pulled off have been great.
Yeah.
I know there's been some growing process, like with spring. We won't get into the Summer of Love Hippie Fest, but
hey, man, we have fun.
That's the important part, right?
That's all it is. It's just Nick and I having fun. We're really good at what we do, and we enjoy doing it. And part of it is giving back to the community. And that's really it. And if we can have fun, get paid, and fill purpose and help people, come on. That's it. You know what I mean? That's all you need.
Yeah. And speaking of giving back, I want everyone to look right down below, the little Chiron that's scrolling. That's his viewer exclusive to my channel discount code for you guys. I am stating for the record, I don't make a penny. I won't even accept a penny in anything.
Sure, he won't.
That's
he
for
won't.
you guys.
We sent him a check. He sent it back with a big note that says, "You suck."
Pretty much. Now, let's tear into a newer product of yours.
Okay.
It's getting some kind of rave reviews in my house. And even my mailman, who is a former Marine. So I was like, you got to try this because you deliver enough of his shit. Here, try this.
Yeah.
After Action Body Wash.
I got it right here.
What was
this product? Oof.
Yeah, it's good. He took his Beast Wash and made it better. But what was the thought process behind that?
Dude, this product has really been so if you really want to know, it's been a really long product in the works. It's been really long.
Okay, all of your products are that way. Let's get real.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. You're 100%
because
true.
It's you, and that's not a slam. It's you.
No, I know. I take so long. I know. The thing is, I'm a perfectionist. I have OCD tendencies, and a lot of things I do, I'm working on it. I'm overcoming this. I know I got to let things go at 80. I'm good. But the original root of where this product came from is actually from our beard wash. So beard wash has peppermint and tea tree in it, which most people probably should know, but don't. Peppermint and tea tree are antibacterial and antimicrobial. So they kill staph. They kill like E. coli. They kill so many things just naturally. You don't need that. You don't need chemicals. You don't need bleach. You don't need anything. So natural, like I'm talking about peppermint and tea tree essential oil. Like you can go online and buy just peppermint and tea tree essential oil, and you can use it as a cleaner. Now we make it in soap and oil for your hair and for your face, but the original root of this product came because this cleans too, like naturally. So a lot of when Nick and Ali started doing jujitsu real big, like years ago, they kept coming across like, oh, we get sweaty, we get on the mat, people like infection, blood, sweat, body. Yep. And then we have so many, I'm holding this product up like it's like a thing. Anyway, we have so many law enforcement because so many people are in our community that are service members, law enforcement, firefighters, medical field, all of these people that also come in contact with blood, sweat, bodily fluids, all of these things unwarranted. Some people warranted, like in jiu-jitsu, the weirdos, I don't know, but they get the sweat and they get the blood and they get everything on them, and they couldn't find a healthy alternative to something like chemically bound to kill staph. Most of them are using some sort of like highly dangerous, like toxic, like paint thinner to like cover their body and get clean. There's no need for that. I'm sure there's some sort of like follow the money thing where that mindset came from. Like you have to use this to kill bacteria, but people have been using peppermint and tea tree for thousands of years naturally, right? So I was like, well, just use the beard wash as body wash, right? As you know, our beard wash is really watery, and that's the purpose of it, so it can reach your follicles faster without getting stopped by the hair, right? So they were like, I'm using like two whole palmfuls, and it's just kind of too runny. So I was like, okay, what if I can put it in our body wash? What if I can somehow make the body wash and put it in there? Would it have the same effect? And would I be able to do it? Would it be okay to put in like the hot shower, the thick soap? Would it be healthy, or do I need to like substitute it for something? So it was a long process, different, tons of different oil. And look, I don't do animal testing. I really don't do many people testing outside of our company, but I mainly do me. I do me first before even Rebecca gets to touch it. Bro, I will tell you, this product has got to be like Formula 200, man. It's like per drops, right? Like these guys are counting, but man, I put a little bit too, I put way too much in a couple first times. And the real test for this shower products, groin and armpits. And I will tell you, I was walking like a cowboy, man. I was like, oh, this burns. It's too much peppermint, dude. It's bad. So this product has been in the works for a while, but once we finally figured it out, we realized that the main need for this product was in martial arts, people who are on the mat, people who are training in the gym. And yes, people who use it, who are first responders, who come in contact with that they use that as well. But the reason we put the gi on it is for people who do martial arts, people who come in contact during training. And it just, dude, it took over. It's on our top 10 sellers.
It's good. And now
in July.
For everyone who's watching this, I did make fun of them about, it's you. The legend behind Formula 49 is because it took him 49 times to get it right. He was happy at 48, and then knowing Johnny, like he's already admitted, he went, hey, let's try this.
Yeah.
So that's why I went, it's you. That's why, you know?
Yeah, it is me. I do. I take my time, but I feel like everybody, however, I think everybody else needs to work on their patience. I don't think I have a problem. Here's the reason. All of the products that I do take my time with are fucking good, man. Do you know what I mean? So like,
I can't argue. Like I've told you before, there's only ever been one thing I didn't like, and that was Maple Slicks.
True.
Like a Yankee Candle all day long in my beard. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, pancakes and waffles all day. But no, I really do feel, I do believe in the motto, you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So when I take my time and I create these formulas and I really get them the way I want, and I feel like I can actually manipulate the ingredients and manipulate the viscosity and the outcome, I feel like I'm in tune with the product and I can really deliver a really good, high quality product if I'm given that enough time. When I feel rushed, I feel like I cut corners too much. Do you know what I mean? I get stressed out. But when I can take my time, I can really nail down a product, and you guys will all thank me for it. I guarantee it. Don't rush me, please. But it will come out good. I promise you. Anything I take my time with.
And anybody watching this, if you get his beard wash, make sure you shake the crap out of it before you
Yeah.
use it, because it's organic and they do separate.
Yeah,
So
you can even see it doing it now.
Yeah, shake the living bejesus out of it, and you're going to be fine.
No emulsifiers. So check this out. Isn't that wild? So like, there's companies, a lot of companies in China, manufacturers overseas, wherever, that choose to put toxic emulsifiers in products rather than just have you guys shake it in the shower like this, which most people do anyway. Like,
it's funny you said that, because this segues into the next little thing.
Nice.
Because I could not let this go.
Go ahead.
You are the only company who has an ad campaign that goes, "Your balls are shrinking."
Mm-hmm. Yo, it's real. This is a real thing.
I just went, what the fuck? And watched it. And I'm like, okay, I get where he's coming from. But the ad campaign is, stop your balls from shrinking.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, this is like an active thing. I don't know if you've dove into research at all, but I've dedicated a decent amount of time to this. And Nick and Allie deal with hormones all the time because that's like their like fitness, you know? So they've dived in it too. I'm taking more of cosmetic, but dude, this is like a real thing that is actually happening to our kids and our grandkids. And like we have measurables in place to be able to track health, to see it actively happening within our lifespan, like our grandparents compared to like our youth now. And this is like, it's absolutely wild to me that this is actively happening and we can see it. When you go to the store, you can see that a 13-year-old boy looks like he's 8. And for some reason, a 13-year-old girl looks like she's 18. There's something, but you go back to 1970s, 1960s, like, dude, you got 18-year-olds that look like they're 40. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so wild how the hormones themselves have changed and how we're able to measure and track where it's coming from, and that nobody's caring. Like people are like, it don't matter. It's soap. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Well, there's a lot of people who don't want to be educated.
Sure,
and I will be honest with you, I never really paid attention to certain shower products before I switched over to. I use you basically 95% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I may switch up the scent profile during the week just because I want to smell a little different.
Yeah.
Often I may throw in a bar soap, but I've never realized peel the label.
Yeah,
I never ever did that.
Yeah,
and it's weird what you're finding on the inside.
Yeah, and it's all like this is the thing, man. This is like anybody, please challenge Google this. Do your own research. Do not listen to everything I say. Google your own stuff. But this is actively happening. Have you ever been to Hawaii? If you haven't, when you go into Hawaii, they literally have you write down that you're not bringing anything into their islands. You can't bring sunscreen. There's no sunscreens. There are ingredients that are going from the sunscreen onto the bodies of people that are going into the ocean, that are getting washed into the reefs, that are causing fish to become infertile. That's nuts to me, guys. Think about that. It's washing off. It's a third effect. It's mixing in with the ocean's salt water and still affecting the fish. Think about the diluted amount that's touching the fish, and it's literally damaging their homes and killing fish species. And we can go to the grocery store and buy this product for $3 and lather ourselves in it at the beach and then cook in the sun, cook it into our bodies. Like, bro, I don't know I don't know how to say that any clearer. There are things in there that are killing you slowly. And then when we get sick, you go to these places that are like, you're paying the same person twice.
And then they sell you the cure.
Dude, it's actively happening to people. Like you go to the grocery store, you go to Walmart, Publix, any of these places that are selling these products. If you have to look at the bottom and then peel a piece of paper off and then get a magnifying glass, do you think that you're supposed to find that? Why are they hiding these ingredients? Do you know what I mean? Like, all I'm doing is asking a couple questions and showing a couple examples, and people are going nuts on the internet.
He's got these great Instagram stories where he literally goes into a Walmart.
Yep.
And my first thought when I saw you doing that, I was like, so they haven't thrown you out yet?
You know, they love me there. They love me.
Well, Walmart usually hates people filming anything. They're like, can't come here. And he'll walk up to the health and beauty section and he's like, all right, this one. And he pulls something off the shelf and he looks at everything. And it's just phenomenal. But as a follow-up, you made mention about kids and everything. I'm over 50. I'm just happy my balls aren't dragging on the ground. Okay, that's a good day for me, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, had to throw it out there. The smart ass in me. Everyone who heard that, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's somewhere you can find my address to send the hate mail to. So
Figure it out. Yeah, but it is. It's affecting our kids, and that's where I like that, dude. Okay, so I have a line. Kids. I'm a sucker for kids. They are innocent. Like we donate every year. This is the awesome plug. It was unwarranted. I'm sorry, I'm plugging myself.
Bring it.
This month is Shavetober. So 10% of the products are going to St. Jude. So we're actually sending 10% of our monies to St. Jude for the month of October for every single product. We donate to kids because I literally do. There's a line in me. I don't care if I see an adult texting and driving, blah, 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 right? But if there's a kid involved or if there's a risk of a kid being affected by some sort of thing by adults, bro, that's my line. You do not touch or mess with the kids. You don't touch their future. You don't mess with that, man. We're supposed to like uplift them. You know what I mean? Instead of hating them, we're supposed to uplift them. That's
right.
The point. They're figuring it out just like we all did. But when we're putting plastic Tupperware in the microwave for 3 minutes and then feeding it to a 2-year-old, and it's affecting their hormones, like, come on, we have to be better than this. And that's the point of what those campaigns are for. Your balls are actively shrinking and it's affecting your DNA. And there is evidence, scientific, like they've done research that shows that these plastics will block estrogen receptors and actually can penetrate through the fetus to the fetus.
Yep.
So like, think about that. Why are we messing with our children? That's like, we have to be different. We have to be better than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. And that's why, honestly, for my kids, your products have served a twofold thing. And I've mentioned this before, like when Nick asked the question in the Slickster Facebook group. Guys, go check it out. Incredible group.
Thank you.
Seriously, go check that out. He asked about, what is your favorite product? And I went, well, Beast Wash. And I forgot to say why. I'm like, well, because I have a teenage boy who actively likes getting clean.
Yeah, dude, you don't mess with that. That's it.
He's in high school this year as a freshman.
Yeah.
And he's clean. I don't have the stinky kid. I'm like, yes.
Dude, see, that's the way it's supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it should be.
Hey, Notable Beard, how you doing, man?
What's up, man?
And like for the cuteness factor, I'm very protective of her. So the moment I got her used to your stuff, because at first she's like, it's black. I don't want to touch it. I'm like, try it. Trust me, try it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, that's all she uses.
Yeah, man.
The only holdout in this house is my better half. I can't get her to try it, but I will one day.
One day.
I think, God, she's gone and she doesn't watch my channel. I think I'm going to dump her crap out and put some other stuff in there and let her try it.
That's the way, man. Hey, man, small steps. You just got to do it a little bit at a time.
Like I said, 4 out of 5 in this house are Johnny Slicks.
Yeah, man. And it's important too. Like it's really important to protect our kids when it comes to that. And they don't know any better, and they're innocent. They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask to get served these things. And I understand, like, well, I didn't ask for this either. Like, nah, man, we have to be the change. We cannot be just because we were. Like, you can't just keep continuing the cycle. Like, there has to be a person in your household, in your family line that says this is the change. We are going to do better and be better than this. There has to be. Why not let it be you?
Yeah, it's like I tell my kids, I can't parent you how I was raised because that world does not exist anymore.
Yeah.
I've got to change everything.
Everything is changing and you have to change with it. Like it's inevitable. Like, yeah.
God, I almost forgot this. For the record.
Yeah.
Just so you can have another proud moment. You are the monkey's ever first beard oil he ever tried.
Oh, wow. Dude.
Johnny
That's
Slick.
Awesome. I'm so stoked. What was it? Which one?
Armagen.
Oh man, that breaks my heart.
He's getting it, and he's got this really fine blonde beard growing in.
Okay.
So it's like I get where he's not using a lot of it, but I'm like, you got to try some other ones because I've got fucking everything you've ever created.
Yeah. And at one point we had 14 different fragrances. I think. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Slick Day. You coming back out with Slick Day cake this year?
Yeah, we will do Slick Day cake. Absolutely. I gotta figure out though, because
Slick Day cake oil.
I gotta make one only for you though.
I don't care.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yoink. Here. Ow, Johnny. No. Ow. Ow. No.
You're funny, man. You're funny. I'll make you a Benji. I'll make you a Benjamin. So you have it forever. Yeah, man. Slick Day cake is fun, man. I love cake. It's just a little bit weird of a fragrance because it's only offered for a day. And I feel bad because a lot of people don't grab it and then they come back like a week later. And I got to figure that out, man. You know, I'm sensitive towards the Slicksters. I want to give everybody everything all the time. And there's got to be
kind of a collectible item because, like, on the jar of pomade, it's like, you know, year 4, there's a 4. Year 5, there's a 5.
Yeah, year 6, yeah, that's true. It is, yeah. So just get it for the label.
And the other funny part, I'm gonna make fun of him. You see that big white dot in the middle of all that red?
That's right there.
Pomade that he got correct.
Yeah, that was the first one. I used to actually sell it in the mason jar. I used to sell it like this to barbershops in a mason jar, like just like that. I would cook it in like a little pot, like a little tiny, like a 7 quart, whatever they are. They're like little wax melters you get. Yeah. I used to use those on a stovetop, just make my little pomades, pour it in the jars. And then I just go to barbershops and I'd be like, hi, I'm not a salesman, but I have pomades that I made right now for you. And they're like, I ain't buying this. My company, I got pomades, you know, and they have these giant tubs of gel that they just like,
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh. And then I was like, okay, so this isn't working. I can't just go to the barbershops and be like, I have pomades. I need to tell them a little bit of a story, right? Like my story, why I created the pomade. And then I realized that all the barbers really just wanted to get a big thing and slop it on because they have so many clients. So and it was a money related thing. They wanted it money related. So I was like, okay, so let me ask this. How often do your clients come in? And they're like, once a week. I'm like, okay, cool. What if I can tell you that by using this product, their hair will grow healthier, thicker, and faster naturally with just tea tree, argan, and jojoba oil if you style their hair with it and have them buy this product and use it. And they might even come 2 times a week. It can double your revenue from them. And bro, they started doing it and it started working and word got out and other barbers wanted it. And I was by no means like the talk of the town. There were like 5 people, you know what I mean? Like I did my rounds thinking I was a hot shot in my car, carried around a little briefcase with pomades. I'm like, Johnny's here. You know what I mean? No one knows who I am.
You want some original? We got some original over here.
Yeah, come on. We're going to this. Yeah. So, and I went around with these jars right here. And then I was like, maybe I wrote like Johnny Slick's. My original name for pomade was Knucklehead Pomade. And my beard oil was Weisenheimer.
I remember the pictures that I remember that.
Yeah, I wrote on them Weisenheimer beard oil, like in nice cursive. Like I bought a calligraphy pen. I learned calligraphy. Bro, I was like dedicated, you know what I mean? I still am, but by no means. But I was like, dude, I dedicated all of my time and my blood, like you said, my blood, my sweat, everything, dude, went into this product right here. And it solved my issue, my thinning hair issue. It solved my skin issue. I got tattoos. I use it as tattoo balm. And it opened up a whole world of like, wait, what else am I using that's filled with chemicals that's like slowly killing me? And I was like, oh, I'm going to stop using this beard oil. I'm going to stop using this body wash. All of a sudden, I don't have headaches anymore. And I'm like, wait, you're not supposed to have a headache 3 times a week? What? You know what I mean? And it was the body wash and the shampoo I was using and the face wash. And I started to realize those things and untap them. And every single time it worked, I just unfolded. I'm like, what else am I missing? What else am I missing? And then, dude, it just took off. And now we have like a whole cosmetic line of things other than deodorant, which I don't know is on your list of asking, but I'm sure it might.
No, I know you. I'm not going to blame you on that one.
I thought it was going. I'm going to beat you to it.
Yeah, I know how much of a hard point that is for you. I know how much you were in pain over water-based pomade. But speaking of pomade, for everybody out there watching this later on, you can use his pomade in your beard. I want you to think of it as a really, really nourishing beard balm.
Yeah.
Because all it really has is like beeswax and a bunch of great oil in there. Oh my God. It's a great, great beard day when I put in pomade.
Yeah. Thank you. And really that kind of like opened my open idea, but really that's like the grand scheme of everything. If you look at a product that you're using and don't look at the label or what the company named it, look at what you can use it for. If it's just argan oil, tea tree oil, jojoba oil, a beeswax, and a coconut oil, what else can you use that for? A beard balm, a tattoo balm, a skin balm. You know what I mean?
Sunburn,
right? Sunburn. That's what I'm saying. So when you look at a product that you have in your shower, if it says 3-in-1, please toss it, especially if it says shampoo and condition. That doesn't make any sense. But look at a product you're using and ask, what is the purpose of it? It's an eyelash repair oil. Okay, is there a difference between eyelashes and eyebrows? Is there a difference between eyebrows and head hair? So you can start to like unpeel these questions and figure out, you can just buy castor oil, plain castor oil, and you don't have to pay $60 for a 2-ounce bottle. It's just castor oil. And it's good for your eyelashes and your eyebrows. Do you know what I mean? So you can like take these chemical filled everyday products that you're using and find a natural alternative just by asking, what is it used for? What is its purpose? And is there a natural remedy for it? And most likely 100% of the time there is.
But see, like we've covered, most guys aren't that smart. I love how you brought up the 3-in-1 because you know how many guys I've seen go into Walmart and be like, shampoo, conditioner, body wash. Hell yeah. I'm like,
yeah, it'll wash your car. It'll be streak free for your windows. It'll change your oil. Like, bro, I understand. And truly, I understand a shampoo body wash. I do, because they both wash. Their purpose is to strip oils and dirt from your skin and hair. So I can understand those two. However, you should not use something that strong for your skin and your hair. You should use separate things because hair is different. But anyway, there's no way that it can also moisturize and exfoliate. Like we're talking about, like how many, you know what I mean?
This
like,
sandpaper is awesome for my skin, man. You
know? Like something that strips oils from your skin cannot also apply oils to your skin effectively. You need to have two separate things, one task and another task. Like you can't do both at the same time. There are things that will gently wash and gently moisturize, like in the middle. You don't need to have two extremes,
right?
But there's nothing that can do blah, 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 and take your kids to school. Like it can't do all these things. It's wild to me that that's like a thing. And that kind of just eats into like, I think we just want easy ways of things. I think a lot of people are trying to take easy routes and laziness. And
no, I get that, because like I tell my kids all the time, I say my generation became a fast food generation because you want it now, you want it quick, you want it ready. You don't care about what's going next to it. Yeah. But when you start looking at things, like one of your famous comments, matter of fact, about this product, Slick Lips.
Dude, the Slick Lips has blown my mind.
But you're like, I am not selling you a product that you have to keep buying. I'm selling you a cure for bad lips. If it heals chapped lips in 1 or 2 applications, sorry.
Yeah, my bad. It worked. Sorry. Yeah, man. And Rebecca, honestly, Mrs. Slick, she led to that because she carried I don't even understand I don't know the company. It's like a yellow tube. She carried that shit in her pocket since we've known each other since she was 15, since we were in high school. She carried that since I met her up until I created Slick Lips. And I'm like, yo, hold on now. If it's fixing your chapped lips, why do you still need it? Like, I don't understand. Is it causing you to like maintain chapped lips? And then you dive into the ingredients and you find out that, yes, there are alcohols, preservatives, and things meant to put in there to slowly keep your lips chapped. Lips chapped. It's supposed to make them dry. Dude.
Okay, Johnny. It's early in the morning out here on the West Coast. You're okay.
Get all riled up, bro. I'm like, I'm getting squirrely. No, but like if you have the same lip balm or the same lip application for chapped lips, or a skincare, if you're using the same lotion for your to moisturize your hands and you've been using it for like 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, these are products that are originally meant to solve an issue, not maintain your issue. So you have to keep buying from me. Like that's not the point of health. The health is so then you have a cure. I have a solution. You have chapped lips. I have a solution. Here you go. Use it when you need it. If you don't need it, continue on your merry way. Go work on something else. Go to the gym. I don't know, but you don't focus. Like you shouldn't have to carry around. Like imagine like I tell you, you need an air tank from now on. And now you're just carrying that around. Like maybe every once in a while you need air, but not all the time. You shouldn't have to lug something around, especially if it's paying somebody else. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. And like I said, Slick Lips, I got to hide them in the house because the kids love them.
Yeah.
They're
good, man.
It's hard to describe. It's like, I know I've had some successes with like other companies, but with yours, it's rare I don't like something.
Nice.
It's really rare And we've already talked about that other one because Yankee Candle, but still. No.
I feel like that's not really my fault, bro. I feel like that's a you thing.
It is more of a me thing than a you thing. It
get
really
it.
is.
I can't please everybody. I can't win all the
Scents
time.
are subjective. Okay.
Yeah.
Scents are subjective.
True.
Like, you killed two of my favorites in berry slicks and apple slicks. Oh, three in pumpkin slicks, but still.
Yeah, that's cool. I killed all of my favorites. They're all my favorites, and I killed all of them.
I know you killed your children. You'll be fine.
There's 46 left. They're not going anywhere. Those 46 are stapled. They're pretty good. And like the point of the SKU cut, let me full circle this real quick. A lot of people, I have to tell my why, right? I told why we did, but I'm not really telling why we did it, right? So I'm seeing stress points in all of the team members, right? How can we maintain that? We're not getting any more room. Like you said, we started in a closet and now we have that building and we have the building next to it. So in total, the lab has 2,500 square feet. We're not getting any more room anytime soon. So what else can we manipulate? Time and the amount of energy goes into products, really the space required, right? Yep. We can't do anything else. So we could do shift work or we can try SKU cuts. And we were playing around with both of them. And we ended up SKU cutting would probably be the highest impact with the least amount of like altering people's lives. Do you know what I mean? Like rather than having a father who's working days, now he's working nights and doesn't see it. Like, I don't ever want to do that to somebody. So we ended up doing the products and having that stress be taken away because now these people can work with just, instead of that 150 something SKUs, they have 46. And we can manipulate that amount of space. And with like all the darlings that are getting killed, that all the SKUs that are getting cut, the point is not to drop them and leave them and move on. Like I still have maintained inventory for them. I haven't cut bridges of contacts. You know what I mean? Like these are still products that I have that everybody knows how to make still that are sitting in a closet just breathing for a second. Do you know what I mean? They retired. I call them retired. It's very often people come out of retirement. There is a point I would love to make. I want every American household to have every grooming, cosmetic, cleaning product, chemical free, and Johnny Slicks. That's the goal. But in the meantime, we're rushing the hill and we have this giant pack with these things that are dragging behind. Like we got to put them down for a sec, take a breather, and introduce them back slowly when we can. Because every single day, these guys would go to the lab and be like, what are we cooking today? And it would be like 30 batches. And each batch is its own individual product. It could be, they're making 50 4-ounce beard washes. They're making 20 oil-based pomades originals, 20 Paradise oil-based pomades, instead of making 4,000 beard washes today. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you said that beautifully in your Instagram live feed. And it also clicked with the why stack pennies when I can stack paper. And I never really truly understood certain things because I never really thought about it. Like when I talked to you a while ago about, oh dear God, shampoo, your Beast Wash shampoo.
Yeah.
How I just thought it was simple. You just drop the fragrances or whatever in each one and there you go. You're like, no, it's totally different.
Yeah.
I had never thought about, you've got to break everything down. You've got to clean them all impeccably, all the equipment, everything.
Mm-hmm.
When you could be making 10,000 ruggeds, but you've got to take, let's just say for the sake of this conversation, 3 hours for cleaning and sterilization and everything for 5 Armagans.
Yeah. True.
So that,
and that's the thing too. We have 2,500 square feet. I don't have these and I don't know if people actually do picture it, but I get comments and people DM as if we're like this big warehouse and we have these giant machines. Like, I don't know if people think we're like that, but we're not. We have 2,500 square feet, like I said, and it looks like offices. Like we have like 700 square feet in 2 buildings that we have cooking in. The rest, there's kitchens, bathrooms. There's 2 offices that we use as storage. Like we have a couple fridges in the back for Formula 49s and water-based pomades. Like it's not this massive warehouse. So when these guys have to take the machines, the tools we have for them to craft the products, they lay out the bar soap molds, right? They lay them all out. There's only so much table room and we only have 6 induction burners to make the soaps and stuff. Like we can do 6 ruggeds and only do dishes one time at the end of the day when we're done with 7,000 bars, or we can take dish breaks every hour and change fragrance. And that turnover is like, It's like if you save 4 minutes a day, you save 24 hours a year or something like that. The math adds up. Bro, if you incrementally take the time to find where you're spending the least amount of like return, you're getting the least amount of return back, and you can eliminate that, bro, you can like double down on life and start like really, really unrolling everything. It's rad.
Well, I heard the best way I ever heard it was in the show The West Wing, where the president's secretary is like yelling at POTUS. And he's like, I'm only 5 seconds behind. And she's like, yeah, 5 seconds turns into 5 hours at the end of the day. She's like, put your ass in gear and get it done.
Yeah, you got to get ahead. So like there are times personally, business-wise, for everybody, where you have to reevaluate your pack that you're lugging around.
Right.
Like, are there things in there that don't really need to be there? And can you get rid of it? Or can you retire it? And from my seat, my perspective, there's a lot of products that this team is carrying around. And like to make vanilla shave soap, which made 0.04 or 0.08% of our sales, takes up a 12-foot by 30-inch table, a whole thing. Meanwhile, they can make 3,000 shampoos. Do you know what I mean? So why would that are top sellers?
Yeah, I get that. Now,
just and do it in your personal life, do it in business, and just take a step back and reevaluate. And I think that's the hardest thing for people to do because it's like, sorry, stop. Go, kick it.
I would say before we get into the last segment, because I'm really cognizant about your time, we're coming up on that hour mark where I like to keep things. The one last big burning question: who the hell let Tom out of the lab and into an office?
Oh man, so we care deeply for all of our team members at Johnny Slicks. And we constantly are growing and looking for paths and ways to grow, right? So every company has a system, a way they operate, whether it's onboarding, offboarding, dealing with HR, anything that happens. There's companies' ways of operating, right? They if somebody does this is how the company reacts.
Right.
So as a company who cares deeply for its employees and wants them to grow as well, we are doing a new system, a different system. And by doing this system, this operating system for the company, it opened our minds to, it's not an organizational chart. We don't want to see where we are as a company. Let's do an accountability chart and see where we want to be as a company. So we mapped out our 12-year plan as a company. And we said, okay, if we're going to make X amount of money and make this many orders and ship out this many things, how many people do we need on the team to accomplish that goal? And it turns out I'm struggling a bit on the website. There are 4 beard oil scents, right? Honestly, dude, this hue cut got me messed up. OG, Rugged, Alpha, Omega. Yeah. Shit, dog. So how many people do we need on the team? The accountability chart. And in order to make X amount of money and do this many orders, we need 2 media people and we need 8 cooks and 4 fulfillment people to pack orders, maybe 2 customer service, right? And by doing that to see what do we need for the future, we were like, oh shit, man, we need a guy who's going to take my seat at manufacturing because I'm the visionary of the company. I need to do more Johnny in the aisle videos. I need to be doing more stuff talking to you. It's hard to get my time because I'm doing 2 things at once.
I know how hard it is to get your time.
So I'm sitting in multiple seats. I have a lot of things, right, going on. And in order for me to get fully into the visionary seat, somebody needs to take the head of manufacturing. Somebody needs to order the supplies, make all the cook lists, schedule all the freights, all of that stuff. And we were like, well, who's going to do that? Well, shoot, Tom. Well, why isn't Tom at this table? Okay, let's bring Tom to the table. Now Tom's sitting at the table, sitting right next to me, going with my documents and taking it over. So picture this. We're all in chairs, right? We're all sitting in chairs like in a line. I want to go to that seat, but I can't get to that seat and leave this seat empty. Somebody needs to come up to me and be like, hey, is there something I can take off your plate? And then scoot my butt over so then they can sit. Tom is that dude. So he's trying to scoot his butt over. So he's out of the lab and in the office now, eventually to be here, not at my house, but at my desk with my software and my system to be able to do that so I can be on here with you more and talk to Slicksters more.
And for you guys who don't know, Tom is the original employee, the
100%.
original hire
First
of
dude.
Johnny Slicks.
Yeah, I interviewed the guy and he was stressed out about what t-shirt to wear. I gave him and I worked in an office, the closet together, an 8x9 room. Him and I made products together in that room. 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. That's why I'm giving him crap because he's like the lab ass.
Yeah, man, he's our original lab assistant. Yeah, but by doing that system, we were able to bring. Okay, we need a fulfillment manager. We need somebody who's going to maintain stock inventory and put it away properly and organize it because we're making months worth of product now. So we need to store it properly and have how many orders are going out. Somebody needs to manage this. We need someone else to be at the table. So we said, Naomi, come sit at the table with us. And by doing organizational charts and the way of that way of operating, I never would have seen, why can't Tom sit at this table? I never asked that question. But as soon as we said, okay, it's not who we are, who we were, who do we want to be? Well, Tom needs to be here. That's it, like clicked, man. And like ever since that happened, skyrocket, like rocket fuel, skyrocketing, man. It's wild.
That's something I preach to my kids an awful lot. The monkey, and that's the oldest. For those of you who know my channel, you know I call him the monkey. I preach to him an awful lot. Step back to step forward.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're so set in your way and you're so dead focused on this is perfect, this is right. Screw you, I know what I'm doing, and you're stabbing yourself in the back.
Yeah. The top art schools in the world teach that. Every 45 minutes, they step back from their canvases for 15 minutes. So do that throughout your life. Like if you're most of the time to let muddy water settle, you have to take your hands off. You have to let go and relax, take a breather and just let it go. A lot of times they'll solve itself. So throughout your day, if you're getting frustrated with something or throughout your life or a relationship or anything, dude, 99.99% of the time, it's just you're too close. You're too close. You're too zoomed in. Step back and just observe, let go, get your hands out of the water and let it settle. And it works. Things just work, man. It's really cool. I sound like a super hippie, but it's real. I'm telling you, and it really is happening.
If you're going to be a super hippie, we need to see the return of the pink scrunchie. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Dude, I got no hair, man. Nick ain't got no hair either.
But still, that pink scrunchie is legendary for Johnny Slicks. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's legendary.
That is true.
But now, for the last little bit,
sir,
you know, we always talk about mental health on this channel because I think it's very, very important. And especially with all the crap going on in the world nowadays, I don't know, are we on World War III? Do you have sleeper cells here? Oh my God, is the COOF making its 8 billionth multiple? Screw that crap. I know you have a lot of them. I'm going to call them family members or team members or whatever under you. How do you help maintain a perfect mental health thing? You know, because I know it's not perfect, but what do you do as the guy? Because honestly, the buck stops with you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We do Friday team workouts, and that's it's good. It's good to work out. It's good for cognitive behavior. It's good to get together as a team and do that. But it's more. There's more than just the workout. There's a lot more. We do reading, obviously, but we also talk. And I believe there are no such thing as accidents. I believe all things can be prevented with communication. All things can be prevented with proper communication. But the way we communicate to the team and the way we strive for growth, I mean, dude, it's just getting people together, man. It's like striving for growth constantly. For instance, we're doing a team workout this Friday, right? We're trying to get everybody to go over the bridge, run over the bridge. And that's like a really stressful thing for everybody, apparently. I don't know why. But we're doing a bridge run. We're going to take a photo at the top to do this, like an American photo. We're launching this new shirt. You remember this shirt?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember.
So, sorry. So we're running over the bridge. And as we do these things, we start to ask each other questions. Like while we're doing it, while we're actually going through it, we ask each other questions. And by doing that, it kind of unfolds and has people almost open up in a safe place and allows them to express themselves. And it's just incredible, man. The culture that everything brings. I'm sorry, I don't remember your original question. I just get wrapped up in the team. I guess I love our team so much.
You answered it perfectly. How do you help maintain mental health?
Yeah.
And you're talking about workouts and getting outside of your comfort zone and opening up in this. And I think that's perfect because I think a lot of times when we're stressed, and especially as guys, all right, I've listened to my daughters talk. Whenever they got a problem with anything going on, they'll talk.
Yeah.
Like, as a dude, how many times can you walk up to somebody and go, hey, you look a little stressed. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're going to get, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know?
And it is important. It is important to realize that we're all human. Like, that's the thing. And I talk so adamantly about this. I'm in like the belief. I'm not just any religion or any like belief system, but I believe every single day you're supposed to only be 1% better than you were the day prior. That's your goal. And it doesn't matter if you made more money. It doesn't matter if you impacted more people. It doesn't matter if you relaxed more. As long as you are better than you were yesterday by 1%, then you are doing it, man.
Exactly.
And there are
yesterday, exactly.
Yeah, that's your only competition. Only, like, you should never compare yourself to anybody else. Everybody, I say this all the time. Everybody's walking their own path. If you look to the side to see how Joe Schmo's walking and start to look at, he's got a nice car. His wife is banging. Like, you start to compare. Now all of a sudden you're kind of like walking towards his path. Like, you're on your own thing, man. Walk your own path. You can look, but like, just keep going. You know. We're all the same people. Everybody's doing the same thing. We're all saying the same stuff. We all want better for our next generation. We all want like success. We all want happiness. We all go inside and we worry if people are judging us. We all look at ourselves in the mirror and say, I should lose some weight. Like, we all deal with these things. We all have depression. There's time. Everybody deals with the same stuff. The problem is no one's talking about it. So when we get together to deal with anything at all, it's always safe, open communication, honest, transparent communication, because all things stem from there. And then you can really dive into it and figure out what actually is going on. And most of the time, like, look, just step back. It's not that big of a deal. Your problem is not a problem. It's an opportunity for something better. And by doing these type of talks, it allows the team to look at not the gap, but the gain. The positives, and learn from it and grow from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you taught me this, and it's a great little area to end it on.
Yeah.
Comparison is the destruction of happiness.
Yeah, 100%. Because look at it. Look, everybody can practice this. Go on the internet right now and look at any Instagram story. Compare yourself. Do you feel good as soon as you do that? Does that feel good to do that? Or did that feel a little bit bad? Like,
yeah, you always feel bad because you're like,
always.
Why can't I do this? Why don't, like, for me as a YouTuber, as a content creator, why don't I have more subs? Why don't I have more watch time?
Yeah, and get this, dude. It goes so much deeper. And this is where we talk during Friday team workouts. By doing that, you start to create narratives. Everybody does this. Yep. Every single person creates narratives in their head. And a lot of people act on emotion after they create the narrative. And the other person's like, whoa, what are you talking about? I didn't mean that by said that. But it starts with internal. I figured that out. I'm getting it.
I got him going. I'm getting him dehydrated because he's hyper. This is great.
Sorry, I'm like about to cough, man. I've had this like tickle in my throat. It's dry here. It's dry and cold in North Carolina.
It's about that time of year, bro.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be all riled up, but it goes deeper, right? So like,
you're fine.
The seed of how you think, you create this narrative in your head and then you act on it. But instead of acting on that narrative, you were to step back and ask, like, what actually happened? How can I unfold this situation? How can I detach emotion from it and start to like move past it? You're able to like keep your eyes forward and not in your rear view mirror. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't feel things as regret, and you're focused on things moving forward and how to benefit the people around you, like how to rise all the ships. Do you know what I mean? Like,
because high tide rises all ships.
Yeah, so. Right. Yeah. So it is really cool to have a team that everybody strives for that, and everybody cares about it. It is really cool. And comparing is just the worst, because it's like, why are you comparing yourself? Like,
for that part, it's human nature, and you have to unlearn that.
Yeah, true. That is true. Yeah.
That is the great point to stop, because I know with your company and everything, I don't want to keep you too long. You know, I usually keep it right about an hour.
Yeah, I got a haircut I got to get to,
and we're going to close it just like this. For anybody who doesn't know anything about your company, what's the one thing you want them to know about Johnny Slicks?
Oh, the one thing. Okay. Check this out. I'm going to do a plug. Black Friday, 25% off, November 10th. No, I'm just kidding. That is our sale. But I would like people to know that there is more to the product than just the label and just what you see and even just what's in it. The people that are making these products, the people that are shipping the products to you, the people that are doing the work are right here on U.S. soil. This isn't made in some plastic facility overseas and shipped on a shipping Connex over. Like these aren't that. The product you're holding was made very carefully by crafters here in North Carolina. So every dollar you spend and everything you do, make sure you're voting with your dollars per se. Buy from companies that are American made and find out the story behind the companies, because I'm not the only one doing this. There are tons of other companies, of other entrepreneurs, of other people with passions that are pursuing it. And when you feel it, I'm sure when you hold a Johnny Slicks product, you feel like there's something else to it, because there is. So please go on our Instagram, go on our Facebook, connect with us somehow, connect with me somehow. Let's get in contact, man, because that's what it's all about. And that's what is the actual purpose of the product. Yes, it's great. Yes, it smells good. Yes, it helps you, but it's a community. It's a culture. It's a way of living. And it's a strong way of living, and it's a strong community. And like you said, join the Slickster group, get involved. And there are so many people in this group now. It's wild. I love it. I love all the impact that the Slicksters are feeling from this product. And I welcome you into that as well. So please hit me up.
Now, with all that fun stuff being said, guys, we got a video dropping tomorrow on both channels. For the main channel, Snacktober is continuing. The one everyone is hoping for is next week. I think I have it Wednesday, but still. Johnny, I want to thank you for your time today, bro. I know it's been a while.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you. Really, thank you.
Oh, dude. You're like one of the original people here on the channel. So,
dude, it's changed so much. It's grown so much. Dude, I love it.
It's only going to get better because I'm refocused on a lot of stuff, but I'll tell you that in the green room real quick.
Wait, man. Skew cut. You got it. Hey, man, got to kill some darlings. I'm just kidding with you.
No, I did on my channel, but still.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
But with that fun stuff, guys, we say this all the time. Look, thank you so much for watching this one. We have more content coming. I know this is on a Thursday. I'm going to say it out loud for anybody who's watching. There probably won't be a commission tonight because I'll let Joe disclose that what he wants to. So we'll be back as soon as we can. I want to thank all of you for watching. I hope you're having a safe day today, a great day today, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Johnny, don't go anywhere. You know how we do this.
Yes, sir.